Hello everybody, it's Current Cartoon TV coming with you another review of Steven Universe. This time we're doing episode number 13. And I have my special guest, Red.
Hey guys!
And we also have Gundam.
What's up, guys?
So guys, how do you guys enjoy this episode?
Yes, absolutely yes. I'm so excited. This was, you'll find out, guys. It's
Brilliant.
Excellent.
Alright Gundam, how about you give me that synopsis for that episode?
The synopsis of the episode is that Steven brings Garnet to meet Lars and his off-color crew. The off-color's beliefs about Rose Quartz have been skewed by Homeworld propaganda, so Garnet tells him the history of Rose's rebellion from the Crystal Gems perspective, you know?
Alright, so Gundam, what did you like about the episode?
What I loved about the episode, first and foremost, was, well, I mean, I love the color of the episode, but it didn't really tell much. I will say this. The flashback, with like the silhouette style, I love that. Like, you ever play the game Limbo and stuff like that? I love that. Donkey Kong Country Returns, same thing. I thought it was really good. The music was really intense with the flashback as well, too. And I really loved how they showed actual backstory about the war and everything, too. That really got me hyped. And that's really what I liked.
And how about you, Red? What did you like about this episode?
Well, I really loved how we finally got some explanation about Rose's side of the story. I loved when Garnet first came in. I loved her excitement and enthusiasm with the other fusion gems. Like, yes, there's more of you. It's okay to be different. Like, we're all here for you. And they don't really know how to feel about it. They all they know is insult, so they think that that's an insult. But it's really cool to see them both change like that. And I do like at the end that you do get to see Steven he's not all confident with Garnet's answers because he knows some other things that like Bismuth said, something that Pearl or Amethyst said. So it kind of shows him like questioning, which is good, but he won't ask it just yet. He's just kind of all trying to put it together in his head. So that's what I liked about it.
And what I like about the episode was the backstory of Rose Quartz, how she did come from Earth, didn't come from the zoo, but she was actually formed on Earth. And then I did like how Garnet met all the off-colors and the fusions. I really was kind of interested to see how Garnet would see Fluorite. It's like, okay, you're just a fusion of fusions, but she accepted her as she is, not like you're just fusing to be fusing. And the little hint that she's like interested in Ron Knight's fusion with a Pearl, she wants the backstory.
Yeah, that was crazy. I had no idea that was going to be between a Pearl and a Ruby. I'm like, I had no idea what fusion she was. That was a crazy twist. Like, oh, that's cool.
And it was great seeing Lars again. It's just like, wow, we know that we had this long period of no Lars, and
It was finally time for Lars. Lars, you know how there's BC, it was BL, and now it's AL.
So it was great seeing him, and I did like how he started the episode like a Star Trek episode, like log date. It's a Thursday.
Yeah, that was cool.
We are lost in space because space is big. And then Ron Knight's like, should we be writing this down? And he's like, yes! So let's get to our dislikes. Gundam, what did you not like about this?
Honestly, I thought it was well paced, well done, and I really had no disgruntled complaints at all, actually.
Wow, that's actually new.
That's a first.
I know, right?
And how about you, Red? What did you not like about this episode?
Just two little things. I thought Garnet's story was, of course it's gonna be vague, but it kind of irritated me because they seem like they keep playing along like, oh, you guys are gonna get more information about it. We did, but it wasn't a lot of new information. We got a little bit of clarification, but it wasn't like this huge thing. Like, we got to see White Diamond's hand. Whoa!
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Mm.
And this is just my personal preference, but I wasn't a big fan of the storybook animation. I would have liked more detail to it because they've done a lot of detail in some of the flashbacks. So I was surprised that they didn't do that with this one.
Well, this is like how Garnet told about how Sapphire and Ruby became one from the answer. It was kind of in the same style, the silhouettes, and she voiced every character that was on the screen. She didn't like have Pearl didn't have her own voice. Rose didn't have her own voice. They were kind of playing it off like how in the answer from the last season. So
Yeah, it just wasn't. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't my personal thing because I've seen them do flashbacks and they'll fully animate and they'll fully get into the story, which what I was hoping for, to be fully enveloped in just how Rose came to be. That's what the story I was expecting, but we just kind of got the Cliff Notes version of it.
And I'm pretty much on the same boat with you on that one. How true is this story that Garnet told? Is it what she's been told? And then she's just reiterating what she's been known? Or is she hiding a lot more information? There is so many more questions and all that. And this is supposed to be where we get all our questions answered. And so far, there's more questions.
There always is. Always will be. There will never be answers.
There will always be questions.
And like how Steven at the end of the episode said, is Pink Diamond around? Because he had that vision. So is she really shattered? Or is she in hiding?
That would be something if it turns out that, well, we've already had this theory where she's never actually shattered at all because her sword can't do that anyway.
Exactly. That's what I was like questioning about.
So let's go ahead and into our ratings. Gundam.
I give it a 5 out of 5. I really thought it was an awesome episode. There really wasn't anything I could really say bad about it. Even though it did not truly further the plot, it gave me enough that I was like, okay, this is great.
How about you, Red?
I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. It was so close, except for my other 2 complaints, but it's pretty solid 4 out of 5.
I think we're in the same boat here. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. There's still so many questions to ask or be answered. Thank you guys for all listening to us in our review of Steven Universe. Again, thank you, Red, for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's always a pleasure reviewing this with you guys, and it's always fun to geek out with each other, so thanks.
And don't forget, guys, to like, comment, subscribe. We really love hearing feedback from the show. Check out the links in the descriptions. Red will have some links down there as well, too.
And Red, what's your pages?
I have a Facebook page, and I'm at Perfectly Red Cosplay, and I'm also on Instagram at Perfectly Red.
Thank you so much again, guys. We really appreciate you taking in with the show, and you guys have a good night.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Good night.